straight away. Yeah, you can hear us.
Oh,
Yeah?
there we go.
People are here because apparently Hanley forced them to be here.
I mean, we have to bring the people somehow. I'm not against using brute force.
Have you made £1 million yet?
Not yet. Not yet, but there's still time to go. It's only the first month of the year.
True. I think we're putting too much pressure on ourselves.
Never. I enjoy the chase. It keeps you from being lazy.
True. Connor, do you enjoy the chase?
Is my internet a bit bad?
There's a slight delay, yeah, but is it?
Is that?
You're out? Yeah, but it's you're clear, like you sound clear and stuff.
What you got on today?
2 big boxes of car parts have just arrived, so I waited for you. So we're just going to process all this, I think. What about you?
I'm trying to get 200 photographs done today so I can get ahead.
Yeah.
Because I've been a bit behind, and I've got all like these boxes of smalls that need done. So yeah. I figured Friday's a good day to just stand and do your photography.
Is that how you do it? Do you do it in batches then? Do you do like photography batch, listing batch?
So I do a minimum of 70 photographs a day, and then I have a VA that does my listings for me. So I just try to batch as much photos and get ahead as much as I can, because they do a minimum of 60 listings a day. But if I have more photos and they have time, they do more, and then we kind of just build the draft bank. Because obviously having kids, some days I just can't get to the warehouse if they're sick or whatever. So I need to always kind of try and stay as far ahead as I can.
Yeah. So they're not sick today?
No, they were yesterday.
Oh.
I swear to you, yesterday one of them was absolutely dying, and today she's perfectly fine.
Well, that's a good thing. At least she's better now.
Funny how that works, isn't it?
It's because it's a Friday.
That's for me.
We all used to try and.
How's the new location working out?
It's a question for you more than me, Connor.
We sold quite a lot today, didn't we?
Yeah, I think overall it's going really, really well. We've not had any problems whatsoever yet, which is a good thing. But it's also a bad thing because when a problem does arise, like we're not going to be expecting it. But everything seems to be running really, really smoothly. And using the SKU system to know what location has what stock helps a lot. And we're doing it so that this location has more like, because obviously we're paying somebody, we want to make sure that he's got the faster selling stuff and the smaller stuff because he's obviously limited on space. I don't know why we've got the car parts set here because obviously car parts aren't the quickest thing. Well, some of them are. Well, I don't know what this is, but we'll open that up. Come on, I'll let you open it up. But overall, so far, so good.
What was the thought behind opening a second location versus expanding the one you already had?
That's because Connor wanted to come back in, but he wanted to still work with us. So he wanted to come back to his mum and dad, which is fair enough. All his friends are here and stuff, so it makes sense.
£55, mate.
Yeah.
So this is how our car parts come to us. They all come like individually wrapped in bubble wrap, and then we open them up, and then we've got what we got here. Then we've got a label of what it is, and how much it should list it for. The part number, what it is. So that's obviously a Volkswagen Tiguan R-Line, left-hand passenger side, right front bumper. 55.
But that's cheating. Like that's cheating. That's not. You're not a real car part seller if they give you all the information.
I never said I would. I just said that that's what we get. It works for us.
I get mine in a as they come from the factory. So in a bag, and it's got a part number and a sticker on it, and I have to do the rest.
So this one here, Volkswagen Tiguan, front bumper bracket, new in packaging, part number, blah blah blah. Listed for 35. Literally, we have everything is given to us.
So do they tell you how much you have to list it for as well?
They tell us what the market value is on eBay, yeah. And then we can either go and check to make sure that that's right and we're happy with that. And they're absolutely fine with us taking reasonable offers. They're not too fussed about that. They kind of leave it in our capable hands, really, to either decide if it's overpriced, underpriced, or when a decent offer comes in, we accept it.
Is it not a lot of admin trying to keep track of like? Well, I guess it's the only car parts you do. So anything that's car parts, you'll know will come from there.
Yeah, pretty much that. We have started sourcing a little bit more from like car boots because we know sort of now what to look out for and stuff. And we only sell genuine car parts as well. But we don't obviously find that in massive bulks. We might, I think we found like 20 car parts this year at car boot sales that we bought. So as long as we all we got to do is put the contact name in the SKU and go from there. So we have a Peugeot 308 light, 99 quid. Tiger, look, beautiful, all washed, cleaned, and ready.
I just sold the light for £1,200. It was for an Audi Q5 though, so
damn. So Con, a little bit of context. Hanley's probably the best, one of the best people I know in terms of eBay, and she deals with car parts. And she's just taken on her husband. Am I right in saying that? So she works with her husband now, and her husband joined this year.
I think he's taken me on. I think working with me every day is not as fun as it sounds.
How have you found the change?
It's a bit tough going at the beginning. Like, it doesn't matter how much you like each other. Having someone in your space like 24/7 now it's difficult, and like finding the tasks for each of us to do, because I think we realized pretty quickly that we can't do tasks together. It's better if we each have what we're working on.
Yeah.
And then it's fine. But it's a change. It is a big change, like spending the whole day at work together and then the whole day at home, and you do get on each other's nerves quite a bit.
Yeah, I can imagine. Hey, this is for my van. I might keep this for spares. Yeah, my van's a 2018 Ford Transit Connect tailgate handle. I might keep that for myself, just in case we need a spare.
Taking stock already.
I do that all the time.
That's pretty interesting. I've never had a Ford Connect part. Con, if I move the laptop over here, we can start getting some of this like process listed and stuff. I'll put it over somewhere. Yeah, the only problem we have with this place at the moment is it's only, in terms of size, probably a garage and a half. It's quite a big single garage, to be honest. So it's like a standard garage and a half. But that's how I started. So it's doable. We've got, what, 400 items listed on this store already, Connor? Something like that. So that's why we're trying to find like the smaller stuff.
Yeah.
But better returns.
I got started in my kitchen.
Bosh, now look at you. Smashing it.
Have you seen?
Do you know what I haven't done? I haven't actually blimmin' read the comment sections. Oh, I'm so poor at this. We'd love to see more longer videos of your sourcings from car boots, Kieran. Good 20 minutes plus. I do apologize. That was 30 minutes before we went live. I will try my best this year, Scott. I will try my best. I will try my best. The hardest thing is finding the balance of doing YouTube versus the actual job, because I'm not a YouTuber. I'm an eBay reseller. So like, content's always and will always be second to the eBay side. So I just need to find that balance still, which is crazy to say considering how long I've been doing YouTube and eBay together. But having another location 6.5 hours away from my normal location, I've obviously had to drive that to, yesterday to get here. So like, a lot goes on, but hopefully this year I can get bigger and better and longer videos for you, Scott. Simon's locked in and ready to go. Money Mental's here because Hanley forced him to be. I'm going right from the beginning because I'm not said anything. Morning, Secret Carper. Morning. Good morning. It's like paint by numbers, but with car parts. Hanley, when you supply me with car parts, I'd also like the price. We've lost Hanley. What's? Do you know what, Andrew? It's really, really simple. But we have built this up. We've built this up to where it is now. Like, right at the start, it was never this simple. But now it's really, really easy. We've now spoken to the supplier. We get everything in like bags like this. That we've got a Audi A1 S line front headlight, washer caps. Literally tells us exactly what it is in the bag. But yeah, we've obviously got to that point now with our supplier where we can sort of like ask for what we would like, and it's so good. One of our best ever contacts. This probably is one of our. It's either first or second best contact by far. Right, there's just loads and loads and loads and loads of it. Is Hanley back? Is she back? Hanley back?
I'm back. Sorry.
She's back without. Oh yeah, she's back. She's
My
back.
computer went to sleep like halfway through that. I don't know. It just like went like I'm done and it left.
Your computer's finished work for the day.
That's it. I didn't realize your other location was like 6.5 hours away.
Yeah, it's miles away. It's in Devon, and I'm in Liverpool, so it's literally you couldn't get any further apart. But obviously that comes at a cost in terms of time. So it's taken me 6 hours to get here. But I have 2 or 3 contacts down here. So when we made a decision to open this one here, we took that in consideration. I've gone to see one of the contacts yesterday, and I bought some bits off him. So it kind of works out. Like, I kind of go where my contacts are, because we're finding every time I was coming down to see my mum and dad, I could have gone back with like 3 or 4 van loads, but obviously you can only drive one van at a time, and I've only got one van anyway. So now I can literally go there and drop them off here, drop all the stock here. It's so much better. Like, so much better. But yeah.
Are you ever worried about like eBay thinking that it's drop shipping though? Because that would scare me.
Yeah. But we've not. I am scared, to be fair, but so far we've not got anywhere near that. And we've got an account manager, and they've not said anything about it, that it shouldn't raise too many flags at all, to be honest. Obviously, he will let us know if anything drastically changes quickly, and then if it does, then we'll have to see what we can do. I hope they don't think it's drop shipping, to be honest, because it's not. And I document it all on YouTube anyway, so they can see it's not. But yeah, we'll probably have to cross that if it ever happens. One of the major things I thought we'd have a problem with would be logging in from different locations, because I know sometimes eBay don't like that, and they're trying to do that where you give people your login details and they can like create listings like VAs and stuff. But for us, that's never ever worked. Like, it's to do with like cloud stuff or something. So Connor's got full access to our thingy. But he had full access to us anyway. So if it ever gets to that point, Hanley, I'll let you know.
I think you are allowed to do it though. I think they just, because you are allowed to drop ship on eBay as well, as long as you have the agreements in place. Like drop shipping itself isn't not allowed. It's drop shipping, I think, without agreement. I don't know, but I don't think it's actual. Like, I know lots of companies that have multiple locations, so surely there is a way that it's allowed.
Yeah, and I think the drop shipping thing is more like if you're doing it abroad as well, because I did look into that, and and they did say if you're drop shipping from abroad, then you'll have a problem. But obviously our location is in England, so it shouldn't be a problem because it's England and England, right? But never say never with eBay. We've got to be on our toes, ready for any drastic changes if there is any changes.
Are you big on Vinted as well, or just eBay?
So a little bit of context. We've done 16 grand on eBay and we've done 1.7 on Vinted. So not massive on Vinted, but it definitely it definitely pays Connor's wage.
Yeah, but do you put the same amount of effort into Vinted as you do eBay?
No.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
I think it's hard because car parts is such an amazing category, but you really only have eBay.
Yep.
Like, we don't have other really good options that we can sell on. I mean, there's Amazon if you're selling new parts, but they have to be absolutely perfectly new and sealed, and that's just not how our parts come. No. So we don't really have. We're kind of like stuck on eBay.
Yeah, I think eBay is the place to go in it for car parts used and new. I wouldn't go anywhere else but eBay for car parts, to be fair. Talk about new car part, Land Rover Jaguar. That's one of your favourites, isn't it?
Oh, I'm also doing a Land Rover Jaguar. Look at that.
But mine's only worth £19.
Well, I don't know what mine's worth yet. I haven't checked.
But Range Rover Evoque right-hand drive bumper bracket.
What year?
What year? It is year 2012 to 2018.
They get like 16, 17 quid for that?
Exactly. You're pretty much spot on. According to my contact, 19 to 18.95.
Yeah, but you're going to take an offer, so you get like 16, right? Because that's like 15,
and then pay,
10, 15 off.
Pay him as well.
I have a name.
Pay Connor. £19. We get a lot of washer cover caps as well. Audi A1.
Yeah, but I find that a lot of people will like pull their nose up at the £15, £20, smaller parts, but I make a lot of money off them, and they're so easy to store, to photograph. Like today, I'm doing all the smalls, like the little caps and all the, and even they're only less than for like 15, 20 quid. It's a lot of them sell, and it's money, and it's cheap to store, and I'm getting them anyway. So
yeah, no, I agree with you. I agree with you completely. You need your bread and butter items, don't you, Hanley? Super important. It's like I was saying in my other video. I don't know if it was yesterday's video or Tuesday's video, but we run off the 80-20 scheme that I see a lot of like big American YouTubers do, where 80% of your stock is your bread and butter, and then 20% of it is like your high ticketed items. That's exactly like what we do. Like, our 15, £20 items are great, but then anything over 100 quid's, is our 20% side of things.
But that's how you build like a reliable income, though, because if you build a business that solely depends on bangers, what if you can't find them?
Yeah, exactly that. So that's the first car part listed. £100? 99.99. 99.95. This looks like a headlight, which we all know headlights are money.
Taillights are good money as well.
Yeah, we always get a car part box once a week, pretty much. Probably get 20 items, 25 items depending if it's like a toe cap box. Obviously, if it's a toe cap box, you can fill a box with toe caps really jam packed. But we normally get a headlight every box. So, shall we see what headlight we have today? And headlights sell really, really well, don't they? Like quite fast as well.
Really well, really quick. The only issue with headlights is a lot of the times when you shift them, you have to be careful of the brackets. The brackets are so fragile and they can chip off. And what's that for?
This is for, it's only a 99 one. This is for a Volkswagen Polo 2017 to 2021 driver side. 2 lugs replaced. So if people don't know what a lug is, this is a lug here.
Yeah.
See,
those are the ones I'm saying that they break off like all the time.
So these are lugs, but my contact will tell me exactly which lugs that have been replaced, or if a plug needs replacing, he will also let me know. But yeah, we get a nice variety of headlights as well, which I think is super important for us because obviously we're still learning car parts. And we're not too fussed of what we get because we don't pay anything for these. We only pay a consignment fee when it sells. So all of this comes to me for free, hypothetically, and then as soon as we sell it, we then pay the 50/50 after fees and postage. So it's a great way of building our cash stack up because we're not putting any money into it, and we are learning a whole new category which we've used last year for ourselves when we go car boot selling. And hopefully continuously do it because we all really like car parts.
Have you thought about reaching out to other places?
Yeah, we have. We thought about going to because there's a garage just down the road from here, which would make perfect sense because Connor really likes listing car parts. But it depends if we get the same lovely tags like we do now. You know what I mean? It's pretty much all the work's done for us.
I know, but I can teach Connor how to research them though. It's not that hard. It's just it takes a bit of time.
Back, don't you?
Yeah, it's just the part number on the backs, and then we can sort of correspond that with the cross-reference that with eBay and Google and stuff. But yeah, that's a shame that's only $99.99. But
that's like the cheapest headlight we've
had.
The
cheapest headlight we've had, I think. Yeah, I think you're right.
Some money.
So that's box number 1 complete. Well, completed to gone through. I'll do another box. Connor's starting to list and process everything. You'll need. I'll put some of this bubble wrap over here, Connor, so you can grab it when you can. Yeah. I'm going to go through some more comments because I'm so bad at this. Good morning, Kevin from Florida. Kevin loves it from Florida. He always comes and joins my live streams. As growing businesses, do you back up your data and have on eBay for any data loss? For example, in the past, eBay has lost all my photos from listing apart from the first one for some users. I can't say I've ever had that done to me, to be honest with you. So it's something I've not actually looked into, backing up photos. Have you, Hanley? Have you ever had your photos go missing?
I've never had it go missing, but I have my entire eBay store backed up on a platform called 3D Seller. And so if anything ever happens to my eBay store, I can just relist the whole thing or get basically my entire stores on there. And they're really good because they allow automated messages. So basically, as soon as someone buys from me, they get an automated message explaining how the shipping works, asking them for their vehicle details if they want me to check if it's the right part. And then as soon as the part ships, they get another message that says, I've shipped your part. Here's your tracking number. This is my returns. If you have any issues, message me. And that's worked really well for us. So I basically just have a copy paste of my whole store on another platform.
I like that a lot. What's that called? 3D Seller?
Yeah.
Might note that down. Might have a look at it. Kind of 3D Seller.
It's really good. And you can, like, the messaging itself is worth it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, just for the messaging side of things, like you just explained. I'm going to write that down.
It goes according to store size. So I think mine's like £75 a month because I have a really big store. I've got almost 10,000 listings. So, but it goes on store size. And just for the like I get, if you look at my feedback, like people love it. They absolutely love that they're up to date, they message. And what I also found is now a lot more people will message me instead of just opening a return because there's already a conversation. So they'll just go back to the messages and be like, hey, this is not right or this is wrong. And I just sort out so much stuff without it even getting to returns.
That's really good. That might help us with our sound and vision, because
Yeah.
our sound and visions is our highest like return
Yeah.
category at the moment, which is obviously not good. And we're actually on high, but we do videos of every sound and vision in the eBay listing and a photo of it working.
Yep.
So the video shows you how to actually work it and use it. And yet when people get it, they still go, it doesn't work. So, and eBay won't, like, eBay will never help you with that at all. It's
Yep.
the nature of the game. You can spend so many time, like, and I don't know why we do it, to be honest, because it's like we're still getting returns, so it's almost like pointless. But it's more of a peace of mind. But like you said, with that 3D seller, if they already have a message chain with you, they're more likely just to message you in, aren't they? Which is very good.
So I used to live in the high and very high, because people will say wrong item sent and then say this doesn't fit my car. And actually they bought the wrong item for the wrong car, but then they choose wrong item sent and that's a defect. And I used to live in the high and very high and get charged fees all the time until I implemented the messaging. And now I'm actually below average most of the time.
That's
because
amazing.
as soon as someone messages me and says this doesn't fit my car, I'm like, no problem. To access a free return label, just select doesn't fit my vehicle, because I do free returns. And so I have almost 0 INADs now.
That's awesome. Do you get it? Do you find people just return it without opening a return request because they've got the messaging system in place, like with that messaging system or not?
I think I've only had it a handful of times where they've actually just posted it back to me, which is fine too. But I don't mind returns as much if they're honest. There's been a few times I've had INADs that was actually my fault as well, and like I don't mind them either. But I feel like people are just, I don't know, it's better when they already have a conversation with you and they already feel like they were treated well and they were kept up to date, and now there's a problem and they'll just speak to you about it rather than, you know, just going straight to returns.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
It's definitely worth the 100 quid a month, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Sorry guys if you can hear all the tape and that. I'm trying to rip this off quickly. There we go. That should be all the loud noises. Con is still using tape and he's mic'd up as well, so you might hear a little bit of tape. So I do apologise. But it's a working live call. We're not just going to sit here in silence. Right.
What's your... Sorry.
Go on.
No, I was going to ask, what's your goals for this year? Do you have another big goal? Because I know last year you had a goal and then you smashed it, not once, but twice.
I think I need to talk to the accountant, and I obviously spoke to you about it, didn't I, with the old going past the 230 bracket and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
I would like to obviously go through the 230, I think, now after having a few conversations. But I also would like to bump Vinted up a bit as well, because I do think Vinted has the, especially because we sell everything. I know today we're predominantly doing car parts, but that's just because we sell literally everything. I don't know, 300, 350 maybe. I don't know. I know last year we had very set goals because we knew we were going to take Connor on with us down in our branch. But obviously, because now we're opening this branch, I need to know how much time I need to spend down here versus how much I don't need to spend. I don't think I need to spend too much time, but I use it as a way of seeing my mum and dad anyway.
Yeah.
It kind of gives me a business excuse to come down here and just keep them stocked up. Obviously, we can send stock anyway. But I think because we have 2 branches, then technically you'd think we should double our turnover, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. So, long-winded answer, no, I don't really have a target just yet, Hanley.
That's okay, though. Sometimes you just have to roll with it for a bit to even see how it works or what's possible, or, you know, you make big changes to the business and it's hard to project how it's going to go.
Yeah, 100%. Look, I've got all these toe caps, guys. This came from this bag here, and it's literally, what, maybe 10 toe caps? And a toe cap is literally, as Handy will know anyway, but you guys might not know. Toe caps are literally that small. They are tiny. Easy to store, easy to list, especially when you have all the information presented on each toe cap in its own little bag. We've got tons of bags here, all toe caps. Bosh. So that'll just be rattled through when we do our smalls. But we've got Renault Kadjar, we've got Volkswagen Passat, BMW 3 Series, Audi A1, BMW M5 Series, Citroën Berlingo, Audi A6, MG3, Ford S-Max. Yeah, there's loads. And that's a good thing, is having a nice variety of toe caps. Because if one thing's going to go missing on your car, or if you get your car towed, 9 times out of 10, your toe cap's going to get absolutely destroyed if you're getting towed. So a lot of people will always buy toe caps. Just a little tip there. Handy's gone again. Her laptop's gone to sleep. Right. Morning all. Morning. Do you both prefer grey or white backgrounds? Grey. We use grey here. We use the exact same backgrounds as we do in the Merseyside branch. Grey for the win. As long as it's neutral, I don't really care, to be honest. I do prefer grey, though. I do think a lot of people are now using grey. I know a few people did buy the one that I use in B&Q when I did a video on it a couple of days ago, or when I first mentioned this new branch. So that's to be expected. And then Ricky did a video on it as well. So, you know, if you've got me and Ricky both doing videos off the same background, it's always going to be, I know so many people that use the same background as I do now. So we might have to change it up a little bit, but grey. And when Hanley gets back, I'll ask her the same. How come you live in Liverpool, mate? Did you relocate there from Devon? I've never lived in Devon, mate. My mum and dad live in Devon, so I come down and see my mum and dad. I've lived in the Liverpool area for 3-4 years now. She's back. Her laptop fell asleep again.
This thing just decides on its own it's had enough. I don't know if it's because I'm not pressing anything and then it just turns itself off.
I'm not sure. There you go, the camera's back. We had a question. Do you prefer a grey background or a white background? I said grey.
I have a brown background.
Oh, controversial. That's not allowed. It's grey or white.
No, I have a brown one. My listings stand out more, and white backgrounds of car parts, they just get so dirty. And I was sick and tired of having like marks and having to wipe it. So I just got brown like craft paper, and I just changed the paper every day. I bought massive industrial rolls of them.
And I guess there isn't that many brown cars in the country anyway, so, or in the world. So I guess you're not going to ever have that many brown car parts.
No, but very quickly, all of a sudden, there's quite a lot of people now who use the same background in car parts.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we use the grey one, the ones that I did a video on the other day, and I know Ricky then Ricky bought the same ones as us, and now I've seen loads of the same background. So I've kind of shot myself in the foot. But I mean, all it is laminate flooring from B&Q, so you know anyone can buy it anyway. It's just nice and neutral with a nice little grain effect. How can we live in Liverpool, mate? Oh, I've just answered that one. Yeah, I never lived in Devon. I just come down here once a month to see my mum and dad, my other brother, my brother that works with me now, and yeah, I'll just go from there. Really, I do a lot of travelling every year, but it's worth it. Connor, we might have to mention this bit here. A little bit of paint's just come off the grill, but I don't think it's been mentioned. See that?
Yep. Can't even find this one.
This is an Audi Q3 S-Line grill. Look at that beautiful thing. Bosh. Morning, Matt. How are we doing? I think Matt stopped reselling and gone into Lego. He loves his Lego at the moment. Nah, I don't think he stopped.
I must be one of the only people in the world who find Lego absolutely infuriating.
Oh, I love Lego, me. So yeah, you must be. I think eBay are used to having businesses with multiple locations. Plenty of big sellers ship from more than one location. I bet Connor is working twice as hard now. His boss is on site. He's probably working twice as less. What are you saying, Connor? Working twice as hard?
Just doing what I can when I can.
There you go. He does what he can. He's very shy, but he's doing what he can. He can just about see his phone. Hi, Kieran, Hanley, and Connor. Hi, Kieran. I watched another YouTuber's video. I'm not sure if it's a chain, but there's a place called Ace. The place is massive with shite loads of different stocks. Have you used them to source? No, I haven't. Will I? I might do. I might go down. I guess that's Ricky, right? Ricky went to Ace. I think Ricky knows. I think the guy who owns Ace is called Ricky. I don't know, but I haven't yet. Will I? I might do, but it's miles away from Liverpool. Absolute miles. It'll take me like 15-hour round trip, and I have house clearance contacts up in Liverpool anyway. So I'm not going to go right now when the hype is high because everybody's going to be there. So why would I do that? Why would I drive 15 hours to go to somewhere where it's going to be hyped up a bit? So no, I haven't, but I would highly recommend going based on what I've seen and based on talking to Ricky anyway and knowing Ricky outside of the reselling world. So he's a legend. So you know, I know he said that a lot of people said it was all set up, but they're chatting shite, mate. To be honest with you, Ricky wouldn't do that to anybody. He's a legend. Morning, Anagram. How are we? I haven't spoke to you this year at all. Han Rowe. I normally get Han Rowe and Han Lee mixed up. I used to speak to Han Rowe a lot through Next Level Resale, and I kept calling her Han Lee.
Do you guys still have the group?
Yes, but it's free now. It's just like a Discord group where you can come in, chat, share stuff, and whatever you want to do. Because it was taking too much of my time.
Yeah.
So yeah, got to have a mix of bread and butter items with higher profit making up the difference. 100%. Gentleman Marketeer, big fan of the channel. Hit that like button, please. Everyone in chat. Yes, Matt. Make sure everyone hits that like button. I'm so far behind these messages. I will come back to it, but I'm halfway unwrapping this monstrosity of a thing. This thing is massive. What the hell is that? That's like a whole car.
What is that?
I don't know yet. We'll have a look. I think it's going to be a big boy headlight, which is what 90% of this box is. Oh my God, it's a beast. It's a beast. It's a beast.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I've just smacked myself in the chest. What is it? It's a headlight. It is a Skoda Kodiaq 2024 headlight.
Wow.
With a 299, no, hang on, what? £199 lug. One lug has damage. So what he will do for us is he will put exactly where we need to image that, which is what that label will say. It says image, and just under that sort of masking tape will be the lug that is broken.
This is cheating, man.
Cheating, or is it smart, Hanley? Is it cheating?
I feel like it's cheating.
We'll let the comment section below, let you guys decide. Is it cheating that our contact gives us all the information, or is it smart business? Basically,
the correct answer is yes, it's cheating.
Basically, you team Kieran or team Hanley. No hard feelings.
I often wonder why more people don't get into car parts. Like, it's such a massive category on eBay, and it's just in general. And it's actually so easy to get into because everything has a part number. You don't even need to be that smart about it. Do you know what I mean?
No, and that's why I do it, because I'm not the smartest tool in the shed, but Yeah, it is really, really easy to get into, especially if you're cheating, as you would say.
Yeah, well, some of us do it the hard way. Although mine are all new and they come with like part number stickers and tags, so I guess I'm also kind of cheating. But
We're just smart people. Just smart, mate. Just smart. I don't even sell on eBay, but I enjoy watching you a lot. I really appreciate that, Ollie. But if you are watching my channel and you're not doing eBay, do it. Make some extra income. England's getting more and more expensive to live in. I read the other day we are in the top 10 most expensive countries to live based on what we get paid, and I think we're actually in fourth. We are the fourth most expensive country from 2025 figures to live. So and it's only going to go up. So I would definitely start selling on eBay as a little side hustle. This is kind of cute. Whatever the hell this is, it's like
the tape noise.
it's a fog light, no?
Oh, Hanley, it's like you're the queen of car parts. It's exactly a fog light.
It's almost like I know something about car parts.
Hanley is correct. This is a fog light. For what
Fog
car?
lights sell really well. Like fog lights is another thing that small sells so well. They don't always sell for like a lot, but 20, 30 quid. Like,
This is for a Jeep Wrangler.
oh, those are nice. They'll sell well. How much is that?
Well, he's got 55 on it, so
Yeah, those are really good.
that's a nice small one. That would be nice and easy. Obviously, when packing it, just be careful packing here because it's like perspex glass and stuff. So, but yeah, overall, it looks pretty good.
Which of course I have to pack.
Yeah, you'll have to pack because it's. But what we do get is he sends them in these massive boxes, which have got a headlight in them and like 15, 25, between 15 and 25 parts. So these just get reused for the headlights, and then we've just got normal boxes for everything smaller. Because people will say like, how do you pack your headlights? Well, he sends us in a headlight box all the time. So we'll just reuse that box and all the packing materials, and we'll go from there.
Do you pre-pack your car parts as well?
Just the headlights.
Just the headlights because of space here. But
Yeah.
in our other branch, because we do have a substantial building, we do pre-pack everything pretty much. Because there's nothing worse when you sell something over the weekend and you can't find a box for it.
Yeah.
Why can't you film the item working properly as proof, then change those listings to no returns? Because we can't offer no returns as a business seller. You have to offer some return, depending on it doesn't matter if it's 14, 30, 60 days. You have to offer some sort of return. So we can't actually do that for your business seller. Can you make a video on your packing systems? Do you know how many people ask for packing videos? And then I do a packing video and it flops, but maybe. She's so pretty. Congratulations. Hanley's not mine. She's not my wife. She's not my wife. But fair enough.
Thanks.
What lights are you using? We are using the newer NL 480s, or the other branch has the NL 550s. These ones here are the 480s. They work better with smaller spaces because they have the bit more brighter, whereas I can get away with the slightly bigger models because I have a slightly bigger space. But if you have a smaller space, the NL 480s are probably the ones you would want. I think they are, for the pair, I think I've paid 160 on Amazon. Ricky's a liar, different off camera. Oh yeah, I know Matt's joking, so I'm not even gonna go that. Yeah, why the hell are you not talking to me anymore? I don't know. I don't know. Talk to me. Message me, Hanro. I'm sorry. I'm just very, very busy. I'm sorry, but yeah, you're more than welcome to message in. Oh, it's smart. It's not cheating. It's smart. Team Hanley for life. It's smart. Ah, smart as winning. Yes, Smart is winning. Smart's winning, Connor. Team Rummage. Who would have thought on a Rummage Around YouTube channel that Team Rummage would be winning? Slightly
I feel like
biased.
this is bias.
Do either of you imagine a time where you can step away from the day-to-day running of the business, what that would look like? It's very... I don't know how to answer that because Connor will probably laugh because he knows how much I'm on holiday. So,
Yeah, too much.
because I'm here, I must have somebody running the Merseyside branch, which I do, which he's there now because he's been texting me while I've been on live stream. So I've got somebody running that branch. I'm up in this branch now to help Connor and with the car parts that we've got and just make sure he's okay because this is the first time I've seen him since we opened it up. And to be honest, I don't even see it as a job. I absolutely love my job. And I've always said, and I got it from a great granddad, if you do a job that you enjoy, it makes it feel like you're never going to work a day in your life. So I go on holiday a fair chunk anyway. This year, we might not be going on holiday because there's something in the pipeline, hopefully, maybe, which we'll find out a little bit more information today. So fingers crossed. Who's the lady? It's not my lady. It's not my... Her name's Hanley. Hanley, introduce yourself before I get told off by your husband and my girlfriend.
My name is Hanley. I sell car parts. I'm a car part reseller full-time with my husband, who is not Kieran. My husband is currently doing my packaging in the next room. And we buy and sell genuine car parts on eBay. That's our business. That's our reselling.
Is it bad that I'm going to look like I've come from another room now? Hello.
To get back to Simon's question, I 100% see this running without us. We've got everything pretty much sorted. The only thing that's holding us back from getting actual bodies in the warehouse to take over a lot of the stuff is space. And we're trying really hard to find a bigger space. We're also looking at maybe just buying our own space. But as soon as I have the space set up and I have actual facilities for people, because I wouldn't want them working in this conditions necessarily. Like, I'm quite happy to do it, but I don't think if you have someone coming in, like, I want them to be able to have a little kitchen, to have proper bathrooms. And so as soon as I get that settled, we'll have people coming in and just taking over the processes, and we'll for a very long time focus on the actual bringing in of the stock. But there'll be someone who processes it, there'll be someone who photographs it, someone's listing it, and someone's shipping it. And as soon as you get people in to just do that, I feel like that already gives you a lot more freedom.
Yeah, 100%. I would agree with that. With the space we have in the Merseyside branch, we've got the space, we've got people, we've got someone there now, and when we go on holiday, he does it anyway. He does it for us, and he's got a kitchen, he's got heating, he's even got a shower. You know, just in case he works that hard, he can have a shower after.
Yeah, but I think like Simon's really good at processes as well, and I watched Simon's video, and almost everything he does, someone else can duplicate if he shows them how, like the photos and everything. I think the hardest thing to get someone else, I guess, to do is to do the sourcing. But what you've done really well and what we've done is we get a lot of stuff that just comes to us now, or we get phoned just to go pick it up. And I think once you get most of your stock that way, it's a lot easier to hand over part of the business.
Yeah, 100%. And that's why I always say all the time, contacts are key in this industry. I think there will be a time, and if I'm not, I think that time is very, very near, that you're not going to be able to. I mean, people might have a go at me for this, but you're not going to be able to build a substantial business where you can have employees, go on holiday when you want, and do what you want if you're just sourcing from charity shops and car boot sales. You need contacts that will come to you when they've got stock in or send you the items. Like we've had them 2 car parts just sent directly to this branch because I got it diverted from mine to here now because it's just easier because I know Connor likes doing it. And I didn't even have to worry about a thing. Like it was here, it comes here every single week. And you're going to grow when you have contacts. Like you can't just rely on charity shops and car boot sales. I was watching a video the other day in America and he was saying it's almost the exact same thing. He deals with just clothing and he's only been doing it a year and he did over $1.2 million in a year because he has a contact that will just send him Arctic lorry loads of clothing whenever he wants it. He doesn't go out to
Yeah.
car boots. He doesn't go off to thrift stores or anything like that because he knows he's spotted like that makes a substantial business. He's got like 5 employees within the first year. He's got, yeah, it's absolutely crazy. And they're the YouTubers that I watch the most because that's kind of the route I want to go. I want to be able to go, because I've never said I'm a YouTuber. I'm a reseller that does YouTube content. So, and again, I have no qualms if you want to be people who do YouTube, blah, 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 blah. But I think the way I want to go is to grow and grow. And I actually really, really enjoy it. So why would I give it up? Like, I really, really, really do enjoy it. How's the head? My head's fine. It did, it did take a battering. We should have seen the state of the lamppost. Bosh! The lamppost came off worse than my head. I wish that was true. No, my head's fine now. It did proper knock me out though. It was. I think what it was, because I was excited of what we picked up, I turned around really quickly and just clonked my head on the fucking lamppost. If you know the cartoons, the people were saying all they could imagine was the cartoon sound of someone getting knocked out. You know, when in a cartoon, like a Tom and Jerry runs into a lamppost. That is the exact sound my head made on that lamppost.
I dropped a car door frame on my head. I think it was 2024, and I gave myself an actual like severe concussion. I know, and I never thought concussions were real. I was like, what does that even mean? It's horrible. A concussion is one of the worst things I've ever like had to endure. It's terrible. But yeah, it wasn't a lamppost, it was a car door frame.
That sounds more painful, to be fair.
I don't remember the pain though. I think I knocked myself out.
Kieran, if you had the choice, would you prefer? I think I might have just answered this without even knowing this was a question. Kieran, if you had a choice, would you prefer to earn the majority of your income from a social media position or more from an online selling business? I think I'd go for the latter option. I did business as A-level in A-levels. I did film, media, business, and IT. And I kind of use all that now. So I do like the film and media through social media and film and YouTube videos. I have my own business, and obviously that all of that you need to be able to use a computer. So I kind of do that anyway, and I think I'd go down that route. Don't get me wrong, Simon. If YouTube ever took off like massively, then I might be in a different position. But I think I'm pretty happy with what I've got now, to be honest with you. I've got an incredibly supportive family, partner, and I think that helps my brain and helps me sort of cipher where I want to go. But yeah, we'll see. I've just realised it's Friday and I should get some important news, Connor, about my thing that I'm trying to buy.
What thing that is.
I'm trying to buy.
I don't think you showed me this thing.
You know the thing. I can't say too much because I'm live and I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? This thing.
Oh, that thing.
Which is going to, if we pull it off, will make the business madness. Madness. Right, am I up to date? I am up to date.
That's one of the things why I like your channel, and I think I messaged you as well. Like, I just really enjoy seeing people who enjoy what they do and who are actually excited about growing it and seeing where it can go. And that's like a lot of your videos. It's just, You can see how excited you are about it. It doesn't look like someone who's working. It just looks like someone who's really excited about what they're doing.
Oh, I love it. I think it's, don't get me wrong, we all have our ups and downs, like best days and poor days. You know, yesterday I was annoyed when we sold an Xbox One and then changed their mind because, whatever. I don't know how you can incorrectly buy something that still winds me up. And that wound me up chronic yesterday. I was so fuming. But like in the grand scheme of things, we can, especially in this branch here, because it's my mum and dad's house, and this is like the unit we have. I literally can roll out of bed and help Connor. It's great. When I'm on my own boss, and like when you think about it, it was one of the best jobs in the world, isn't it? Like, you're not going to get any better working for yourself, buying tat and selling it back online. What's the thing, Simon? I can't explain the thing unless, because what I don't want to do is explain the thing and it doesn't happen. And I'll get upset myself. But I'll let you know a bit more later, hopefully. I find sourcing at some charity shops, they ridiculously crank up their prices. Why? I get it with rent, etc., but the clobber is free. I'm sure they look at items up on eBay themselves. They 100% look at items on themselves. And the biggest thing that people think is the reason why they do that is YouTubers. I'll tell you now, it's got nothing to do with YouTubers. Like, we have ChatGPT, we've got Gemini, we've got all this technology that's advanced very fast in the last 2-3 years, like ChatGPT and Gemini, that it's got nothing to do with YouTubers. Like, and the people they're employing people that work and sell stuff on eBay themselves. So it's got nothing to do with YouTubers. It is what it is. Rent's going up. Like I said, we live in one of the most expensive countries in the world. It's just one of them things, and this is why I say you can't rely on charity shops. Especially if you're doing car parts, because what charity shops have car parts?
The thing is, if you try to scale hand picking, the only way to scale that is to give your knowledge to someone else and then paying for their time. And that is so limiting, because the moment your entire business rests on someone else's effort, like, that makes me so nervous. Like, putting that in someone else's hands and also trying to transfer the knowledge. I feel like it's just so much easier to just really work hard at building relationships, and that's what we've done. It took us 3 years to get enough relationships and the right relationships, and there was a lot of bad relationships and a lot of, mistakes were made, but you just got to keep trying and eventually it pays off.
No, 100%. I couldn't agree with that anymore. Connor is mic'd up.
I am mic'd up.
Your mic's flashing red. That means it's going to run out of batteries soon, mate. But you're not talking anyway, so it doesn't matter.
YouTube's not my thing.
YouTube is not your thing. It's fine.
It's not.
We all know who does the most work here. It's not me, clearly. But this isn't my branch. This is not my branch. I'm here to assist. No, I agree completely. That's one thing Connor doesn't do is source, because he doesn't feel confident in sourcing from anywhere really at the moment. So, but the sourcing side of things has never really been an issue for us, because I made a point right at the start of making this business to make sure that we have good contacts that will let me know when they're stocking, and label everything for us, because it's smart, not cheating, as we found in the comment section below today. Just saying. And just things like that. Like, you can automate things nicely. And talking about automation, we have a question. Just give us 2 secs, Simon. I will answer that in a second. Hope you appreciate my questions. I'm trying to come up with questions for you both. Nah, well, you do what you can. You're more than welcome to jump on as well, Simon, if you wanted to.
Simon.
I try and get Simon in every time, because me and Simon have a really good chat every time he's on. But where do you think the marketplace is going with the onset of AI automation? Oh dear. I personally don't use AI. I know one of our guys does use AI, who's currently looking after the Merseyside branch while I'm here. He does use AI, and he swears by it. I don't personally still use it, because I like to feel in control of what I'm listing and how much it's listing for. And the descriptions, I still think there's a lot of gobbledygook that AI kind of produce with the AI. It produces a lot of gobbledygook, and I think sometimes it's just nice to know, like, what's the key things that I need to read in the description, right? Is it working? Yes. Is it in good condition? Yes. That's all. That's all. If I'm buying something, I don't want to be reading 30 paragraphs of what it is and why it is good for you, blah, 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 blah. I just want to know if it works. Is it clean? Is it, blah, blah, blah. You can refine that through Gemini. I think Gemini is a little bit better than ChatGPT at the moment. Do I think it's going to take? I don't think it will take over mass. I don't think it will take over. I think it's still quite slow. I know some people. Didn't George Ross do a collaboration with one of them the other day? Well, a couple of videos ago. What was his automation company that he was using? Can't remember. But I thought that was still quite slow. Personally, I mean, I don't know if Hanley watched the video. I don't know. And I don't know Hanley's point of views on AI. I'm sure she'll give her context in a minute. But I don't think we're going to be out of job anytime soon, Simon.
No, I don't use AI at all at the minute. I also think like AI listing and stuff, that's not the barrier to entry for most people. Most people get stuck at you can't get more stock. Like AI is not going to go find me more stock. And so even if people are able to list really fast, are they able to list the good things? Are they able to find the right things? I don't know how long it's going to be before AI can really impact that.
Yeah.
Like it's all great. You can do 500 listings a day, but if you can't find the stuff, then it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Once you've listed that 500, where's the next 500 going to come from?
Yeah.
No, I agree with that. Listing monster. That was the one. Yeah. I don't think listing's the problem. I think.
No.
I don't think it'll take over. And I think it's quite. I thought it was quite slow, to be honest with you.
It's quite expensive as well. It works out like 60p a listing, which is fine. But over the course of a whole month, that's like a whole salary. Where I have VAs that they're cheaper than that. They're able to personalize it. They don't make as many mistakes. And I don't know. It's not. I don't think it works really well in car parts anyway. So I might just be a bit biased.
No, and if you're doing car parts, you've got to be like very specific, haven't you? Like
Yeah.
the years and because at the moment they just go, that looks like, if I put this into Google to AI, they'll just say that looks like a light for a car.
Yeah.
They might say it looks like a fog light, but they're not going to know what car that's come from. Like, and you're only going to get that information is if you have a look at the part number, which is on the back. So you might be able to do that, but by the time you've put all these photos for AI to look at it, you might as well just list it yourself at the same time for no money.
I definitely think for car parts, it's just nowhere near it needs to be to even be helpful. Like I can just do it quicker. Myself, I'm so much quicker. And I don't have to spend the extra money. So
yeah, no, 100%. I think it's good for like people that can like do it on the side. If they're doing a full-time job and you can just drop photos in and blah 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 blah, and it produces whatever for you. I think it's good for that because most people who work from home have like a dual monitor setup with Teams on one side and whatever they're doing on the other. I think you can do it nicely that way, but I think for full-timers, because we do it so much anyway. Do you want to do this one next? It's all cleaned ready. It's that. For full-timers, I think because especially us and just probably yourself, we've refined systems and practices so much anyway that it'd be very hard for AI to compete with that. They could compete, but I don't think it could beat. Like we have our own spreadsheet for clothing and trainers, and all we got to do is type like A for Adidas, and it'll populate Adidas for us. A C1 4. Like we've coded it in such a way where it's just one single letter, and that will populate the fit like Adidas, size large, pinstripe, jumper, blah, blah, blah. It's like AI, whatever, and it's fine. It's absolutely perfect. Like, but AI wouldn't be able to do that, and because we've done it to the T of what eBay want us to do, like in order of title, I still think something like Listing Monster and Gemini don't have the titles the way that eBay want them. Prefer them. I've been using Gemini for my descriptions. I essentially drop in photos, brief summary, and it will write a description for me. It means I can list alongside my day. I literally just said that. Did that come in at the same time? That's what I was saying. Like, you can list alongside your actual day job, and that makes perfect sense. But for me, it just doesn't.
Yeah, see, they're having the same thing. Like, I tried listing Monster for the car parts, but it actually took me so much longer to fix it that I got so frustrated with it that I was just like, nope, I'm just gonna go back. And I don't think it's a software issue. I think finding technical information for parts, there's no centralized source for them to look at because it's so different. And I don't know. I think whoever cracks AI listing for car parts and motorcycle parts are going to make an absolute fortune.
Right, I'm on it. I'm going to make one now. See you in a bit.
You should just get on that.
You keep the live stream going. I'm going to go and make that now.
That makes me a 50% partner, by the way, because it was my idea and they all heard it.
But then people will start talking even more. Where's Simon? There he is. Simon, I'm going to send you the link now if you want to join. That's come from, let me just see where that takes you. Yeah. It looks like an Instagram link, Simon, but it's because I've copied it from Hanley's messaging because I can't find the link anymore. So it'll be fine.
Wasn't Simon saying the same thing? That he tried AI and he found that because his process was just so refined and he had everything so set up that it didn't make any sense because it was just taking so long. I'm pretty sure he had a video about that.
Yeah, and I watch Simon a lot because he does what we do. We do clothing at the other branch, and we have almost the exact same systems in place. And it's just nice to see somebody who gets it, who understands and gets why we have them systems in place. I watched that video actually, and I think he said exactly what you just said. It's we've refined it so much that AI just cannot compete with it, which sounds stupid because AI is supposed to be like this whole new singing, dancing shenanigans. But if you just spend a year or two refining your systems, you can beat AI. It's crazy. But I don't like AI. I'll invest in AI because I do think it will. I do think AI in general, not just for reselling. I do think AI is massive for this world, and I think it will get even bigger. But I would invest in it. This is not financial advice, by the way. If anyone's watching this for financial advice, please don't. I would invest in it, but I wouldn't use it. When I'm buying stuff off of eBay, I hate reading all that AI stuff that's written in the description. Just tells me if it works. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what I said. It's just tell me if it works or doesn't work and what's wrong with it. I don't like, step into your new running shoe with Hoka's today and all that rubbish. I don't care. Tell me how many miles the pairs of shoes have done. That's all I need to know.
It's too much fluff. Like, I don't need to know how this is going to enhance my mental health. I just need to know if I get it and it's going to work.
Yeah, I agree. I agree completely.
Right, that's my first 100 done.
What? 100?
Yeah.
In the live stream?
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, your photograph. I forget you got VAs. How do you find the VAs?
So good. But I spent, I found them on Fiverr originally, but I invested a lot of time in working with them and sitting with them, and so they know my way. And it did take a long time. It took at least 2-3 months to a point where I got to a point where I didn't have to change anything in the listings anymore. But I always thought of it as like a long-term investment. Like, if I can get this right and get this set up properly, in the long run, it saves me so much time. And so all I do now is I just price the items. And then that's it. And now it's taking me, like, I do 50 listings a day, and it takes me about 20 minutes just to price the 50 and send them live, and that's me.
Nice. So what you're saying is I can't. I was going to say what you're saying is I could replace Connor, but I can't because Connor packs
No, like I need a planner too. I need someone to come do my postage for me because Martin's doing it now, but he has other things he could be working on that will be so much better. But again, I need the facilities. I think I'm just a bit like I want it to be a nice place for people to work. You know,
Yeah, for sure. For
if I'm going to invest in someone, I want them to stay, and I want it to be good, and you know.
Talk of being good, here he is.
Good morning, you lovely
Hey!
people. How are we doing? You good?
Yeah, not bad. You?
Yeah, all good, thanks. Sorry, I was just dropping parcels off. I was walking down the street with my phone like this, actually trying to listen to you guys, trying to reply. So, but yeah, no, I'm all good. Thank you very much.
Some good questions there, Simon.
I'm trying. I think it's like, especially on like doing a live, it's the whole interaction side of it is always nice. It's nice to get questions come in, like makes you think while you're working as well.
Yeah, I know it's good questions, challenging questions, but
yeah,
you know it's always a good thing. It's always a good talking point, and it gets everyone going, doesn't it? Everyone starts answering it.
I was going to like that just on the walk back. You mentioned about the whole AI stuff, so I'm going to like quickly interject because previously, yes, absolutely. I know I tried Listing Monster, and I will give them their dues. Like as a company, as a young couple of guys, really, really on it, and like a really like supportive, very good, like coming back to you if you had issues, like that was really good. But fundamentally for me, it was just like it still wasn't fast enough. I'm still faster at listing than even the Listing Monster. Now that's not to take that away from what they do, because I think it is still early days and I do think it will improve, but at the moment for me it didn't work. Now there is like quite a big difference in my business now, though, is that I fundamentally use like AI a darn sight more than I ever have done. And I use ChatGPT. And how I do it, I think it's all about how you train your ChatGPT account. You need to spend a lot of time on it, getting it to understand your business, how you like doing things, and you have to treat it a little bit like maybe a VA who kind of like makes mistakes and things. So you have to, they'll say reprimand. You have to kind of like give them like, right, no, this is not what I want. You need to do this. And it's got to the point now that I will probably, I can drop in 3 to 4 pictures into ChatGPT. It will create me a really well structured title, and that's pretty much all I need. So once you've got the title, eBay, there's a lot of flaws with eBay, as we all know, but eBay is definitely getting better on when it comes to the listing side of it. If you have a good high quality title in there, a lot of the key specifics is one click now, and it will pre-populate it.
Yeah.
So it is a lot better, and I'm using that a lot more now. I don't use the pricing guide. It gives me pricing suggestions. I go off my own pricing side of it, but I can now do probably a full listing in 50 to 60 seconds. So about a minute a listing now.
I agree with it. I think you definitely have to train it. Like we've noticed that because a couple of us use it and a couple of us don't. I don't use it because I just don't like it. But I know a couple of people that do use it that work with us, and they were saying like you just need to talk. You need to like become one with it. You need to keep using it, and it will slowly realize what you want for your listing, which I completely understand.
I suppose I'm gonna my pushback to anyone who isn't actually using it, and I'm not going to say, because I feel like I was that person as well. I think unfortunately, if you're not using it, you'll basically be left behind. And that sounds really like kind of like dramatic and really like no, what do you want about? I think in all aspects of life, unfortunately, just the growth of it and how more prevalent it's become, I think it's only going to get even more important to understand it and use it and to utilize it. As much whether you think it's a good idea or a bad idea, like that's irrelevant. The physical using it, I think, is important.
I agree.
I need a break. I finished my 100 photos, so I'm gonna love you guys and leave you. Simon's gonna keep you company. But
Simon,
thank you so
can't
much,
handle
and I'll
me.
keep listening. And I'm
Oh,
not running
perfect.
away because Simon's here.
Yeah. No, that's fine.
I'm not running away from Simon. Okay. But have a good one, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, cheers.
Thank you,
Thanks,
thank you,
Ali.
Hanley, for popping on. She gone. She's out of here.
He's out of here.
Everyone's saying hello. Payday weekend. Whoop whoop.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
payday weekend. It should be a good weekend for sales. Talking about that, we've literally just sold, and I'm not there to pack it, which is amazing because it's a bugger. Just sold a monitor.
Oh my god, that I'm not going to lie. That
104 quid.
was the reason I stopped being an everything seller, and it was a TV. It was a CRT TV, and the postage on that one for me, it just broke. Like I bought it for £5 and sold it for similar kind of money, 120, I think it was. But I just it just freaked me out.
I think it's already pre-packed though. The guy who's working there today should be okay. I think it's pre-packed. We do try and pre-pack a lot of our things because, you know, some days you get to work and you think, oh, I can't bother to pack a CRT TV. I've just sold a Funko Pop as well. Payday weekend, guys. £40 for Resellers or Funko Pop. Great player. What a player, by the way. I'm an Arsenal fan. What a player. Sad to see that one go. But yeah, we do try and pre-pack everything because, you know, some days you get to work and you think, can I really be bothered to pack a CRT TV today? Probably not. But because it's already pre-packed, it's okay.
I think that is absolutely the key thing. If you start to get to a kind of a reasonable level and like a reasonable amount of sales, I think pre-packing is basically a prerequisite. Yeah, I think you have to like to do it. Granted, like the occasions, like especially like anything bulky and difficult, I think that you've just got to bite the bullet and do it there and then, as opposed to actually, as you say, like it's the oh no, here we go. It's like that is the worst feeling.
I can see why you moved on to clothing though, because we sell everything. We do have 1,100 items of clothing in our store.
Yeah.
At one time, so I would still say we are predominantly clothing, but this side isn't. This one is everything else, like gaming and electronics and board games and car parts and stuff.
Yeah.
But my side, I'm just going to say my side because that's where I live. We do predominantly clothing and trainers. Obviously, we've just sold a TV, CRT TV, but I'm just wary of the space here, so I don't want to cram it with too many big things. I just want to get faster selling moving items. You know, some gaming stuff we can list in one day and it will sell the next.
Yeah.
In and out within 48 hours as such, maximum. And I think it's important to do that with the garage size we have here.
No, I 100% agree.
Obviously,
so I think we like another thing. I've got a I'm going to do a live show, so the eBay live on Sunday night. I honestly think if you could like get into that, I think that like a gaming live. If you'd done a gaming live, did you see Nick and Andrea? They done like a live on a bundle. They done a live show, but had bundles they were selling.
I didn't see it. Was it good?
They sold huge amounts. Made good money as well.
I am looking at doing some live streams when I get back, potentially just to see how it goes.
Yeah.
But if I'm going back, I don't know how much gaming stuff I've got there. But I would probably just do clothing anyway because it's something that I know a lot of. But I don't really know how well the clothing side goes. I watched your video on it when you did the wholesale job lot thing.
Yeah.
You put that in. As soon as you sold that football shirt, I was like,
Yeah,
oh
yeah.
my god.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
Simon, what are you doing?
I think that's the most amount of hate I've actually had. Like, you're an idiot. Like, what do you know? Yeah.
I watched all of the video and I thought, if nobody's messaged him saying, what have you done? I'm going to message him. But then I saw Waters Clubber message him and I was like, thank fuck for that.
No, honestly, like, he actually lost his mind. I got called every name under the sun. Like, you do know I like football, don't you? You do know, like, kind of like, you could have spoken to me. Yeah, I know.
Talk about football. We picked up some football shirts on the. I mentioned them a little bit in yesterday's video, but we've got some really cool ones here. So this is an '80s Plymouth goalkeeper shirt.
Oh, nice.
Which is probably being kept.
Yeah.
Because I do have a football collection myself. So I'll probably keep that one. We've got Republic of Ireland. That's selling on eBay for like triple figures, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's old. These are all very old.
Yeah.
2000 and 2001 Plymouth home shirt, which is really nice.
Yeah.
It's in really nice condition. That.
So the more obscure the clubs are, sometimes that actually makes them more desirable, doesn't it?
This is an 80s Sporting Lisbon shirt, by the way, from the 80s, Portuguese. Yeah. Look at that for an old Adidas.
Old tag. Yeah.
Unbelievable. eBay's on fire. What we just sold then? An item of clothing. Levi's denim jacket. This is quite cool. This is just a 90s training shirt from West Ham.
Wow.
Real cool. And then
you
we've got
some proper good ones.
Yeah. I love that.
Dr. Martens.
Pony as well. That's old school. Some of them will be kept because I have my own football shirt collection. So every time I go on holiday, if it's a city holiday, I will go and buy a shirt from that city for that year. And I've just built that up for the last few years.
Do you know what? I actually find things like that not weird, but it's hard for me to grasp it because I'm not a collector.
No.
There's nothing that actually makes me go like, oh, I really like to keep that one to put into my collection because I don't have that in my psyche that I think for me, I just want to get it in and out. I don't form any relationships with my items.
Yeah.
The times when I keep things is like for example, like my puffer jacket I've got at the moment. It's a downfield puffer jacket, and I've got a big hole in it, so I need to replace it. So what have I got? Actually, I've got a Rab jacket that I just like picked up. Like, yeah, do you know what? That'll probably do for me. I'll keep that one for myself. But I don't have like, right, I've got a collection of this or I've got a collection of that. All I think is like, I could sell that. I can make money out of that.
Yeah.
That might be wrong because like there are people out there, including yourself, you buy things like as a collection because you like it and that side of it. And long term, it may be worth like multiple like times what you purchased it for. So I get it. But it's like the whole thing. I've got a real thing about just getting things like out the door. I don't want to hold on to things.
Yeah. Well, I think because I was collecting what I collect before reselling, I don't think reselling has an influence of me on me to sell it quickly because I was collecting it before I resell. So I've always collected football shirts. I've always collected sealed Pokemon stuff. And I've always collected boxed video game stuff. So like I've got a boxed Dreamcast, boxed Crystal Xbox, boxed Sega, box this, box that, and I've got loads of boxed Pokemon sealed stuff, and I've got loads of boxed football shirts. I think because I was collecting them before I resold. Sorry, it's never influenced me to just get it gone because I've always collected it anyway. I think if I was to start a collection while I'm reselling now, whatever that may be, CRT TVs. I might not do it because I know the value of it and I was never interested anyway. Have I got that interest because I'm reselling it? Because I know how much money it's gone up, blah, 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 blah. Because I've always done it, it's never really... Don't get me wrong, I will probably end up selling my collection if the right thing comes along. So like if I'm trying to buy something, like a massive thing, like a new house or a new car or whatever. If the time was right, I would probably sell up, and then because I can just buy it all back anyway, eventually. But I don't know. I've always had a collection of football shirts. Just because I now resell doesn't mean I want to sell them. It means
I don't think you're alone. I think you're kind of like normal. I think I'm more slightly the weird.
I'm not normal, Sam, and you're the first person to ever call me normal. I love it.
Oh no, it's like do you ever like watch any of the car YouTubers like Mark McCann? So he's like he kind of like does like get some massive views on YouTube, but he's all about his car collection and all this side of it. But he collects cars, and like he'd recently done a list of all of his cars, and I think it was something like, I don't know, something crazy, like 80 cars, something ridiculous like that. But value of them was around about the £10 million.
Jeez.
But now what he's doing is he's looking to sell a good amount of them to purchase another car, which is like a Bugatti Veyron, which is like £2 million for the car. And you like think like, okay, I can see like a collection like that's appreciating, it's earning money. I think that's a good investment. Sometimes like putting your money into a bank, like it's not going to earn you like any kind of thing. I think that is like a sensible thing, but it's just like managing that, having that. What sometimes I think to myself, like, what if it's a collection? What's it for? Is it just to look at, or is it something like for the bigger thing in the future to like as an investment?
Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head there, and it's one of the main reasons why I would do it is because your money goes further in a tangible product than in the bank, especially. And I've mentioned this loads this stream, but because we live in a very expensive place in the world, England is not a cheap place to live, and rates are only getting worse, and prices are going up. So like, I think having your money in a football shirt or or Pokemon or Lego or game consoles you're going to gain more interest from that than you are money in the bank, because banks can't compete with that anymore. It's near impossible. Like my Pokemon collection 2-3 years ago was worth say $2,000. It's now worth $10,000. Like no bank's going to be able to do that in 2 years.
No, not at all.
It's more investment for the future, for the bigger thing. I'm quite lucky because I bought my first house when I was quite young, and I sold it for £68,000 profit in 2 years. So I've always had a comment like homes. I've always had a house. So, but my next big thing is going to be a bigger house with potential outbuildings, etc., etc. Well, that's all going to come at a cost. If that means I'm going to sell my collection, well, that's what my collection's there for. It's for the big ticket price. It's for the dream house. You know what I mean? because if I put all that money into a bank, it just wouldn't make me anywhere near as much money as having a tangible product anymore. I love looking at things. I love looking at my collection, but I think the end goal is sell it when it's hot. If there's something that I really want to get my hands on, like a big house or a big investment, like a house or a car. You want the polish, Connor?
Yes, please.
There you go, mate. Sorry, I'm just yapping. I'm being told off by my employer here, guys. Sorry, I need to do some polishing. But yeah, I just think banks cannot compete with collectible items anymore. I think a lot of people collect because they know that. Not saying all my collections are going to profit. Like I'm going to make money on all my collections, because football shirts, yes, they go up in value. Like a 90s shirt would probably cost in today's money like 25, 30 quid brand new. It's now worth triple figures.
Yeah.
It's not going up at the value of something like Pokemon or Lego. Lego was going up at a rate per gram quicker than gold at 1.2-3 years ago. So I know people invest in gold, but if you just invested in a bit of Lego, it was actually going up quicker than weight per gold a few years ago.
You also have to like be a little bit careful, and I think that's where being a collector and being a fan of like what you're picking up is so important. For example, like a few years ago when I first started getting into it, which was trainers, like sneakers.
Yeah.
And that was a massive market, and like you could make multiple hundreds like per set of trainers. I think the market has pretty much fallen like out of like on the floor now. It's nowhere near as good as it used to be. I think you can still run a reasonable business, but it's nowhere like buying Yeezys for like X amount of money and like tripling that money like in like a matter of a couple of days. It's that something. So I know people who've got massive collections in warehouses of like new tags like trainers, thinking that they're like as an investment, but that investment has now gone down. So you have to be careful. You have to understand the market as well.
Yeah, and I do think, and I think this is where Pokemon's really good. And this is going to be a bit touchy here, but if you're investing in trainers, you're relying on the person not to do anything naughty.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is why football cards are difficult ones to come across, because compared to like Pokemon, because Pokemons are just a non-fictional thing, right? They're not going to do anything stupid. Yeah. I'm trying to say this without getting told off. But you
look at like Kanye West, like who like absolutely went off the rails. Like then Adidas basically kicked him off from like the Yeezy program. Now Yeezys, like I think you can buy Yeezys from Sports Direct now.
Yeah, on offer all the time.
On offer. Like how you would never have, like at the time you would have gone like at one point I think I had on order 25 pairs of Yeezys.
Yeah.
And they were like £200 a piece retail. And like and so I think a lot of those actually got cancelled because like bots and all that side of it. But I think I still like picked up like 12 pairs, which was a significant amount and I think I doubled my money on it.
Yeah.
But now like you can't even give them away.
Nope. And this is what I'm saying about investing in Pokemon is okay because it's non-fictional. Same with One Piece. One Piece is massive at the moment, but nobody, One Piece is a non-fictional thing, so it's always gonna be high value because they can't do anything silly. Yeah. Well, maybe not. Whatever your views are on whatever, blah 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 blah. Charizard isn't gonna have a view on anything compared to somebody. You know what I mean?
It's not going to have an affair with another non-fictional character.
Yeah. Apologies if you can hear some rustling. We're pre-wrapping some of the car parts. How many football shirts do you have in your collection? I have just under 100. I think I've got 97 or 98 football shirts if I include this Plymouth one that I'm going to keep. I think I haven't actually counted my football shirt collection in a long time, but I always buy 3 Arsenal shirts a year, and then every city I go to I buy one from their shirt, and I just buy any shirts that I just like the look of, like on Vinted or eBay or whatever it may be. Amazon, I got a nice steal on Amazon for a Napoli third kit last year. So yeah, it's the ones I collect from the cities I keep brand new as well. The Arsenal shirts I wear because obviously I'm an Arsenal fan, so I have used and new football shirts. But again, it's just a collection. If the time comes where I'm going to look at buying like a potential new property or something that's going to be substantial, then the collection may have to go. But there's nothing that I can't buy back in the next 5-10 years. Like I can buy it all back, and that's you've got more chance of buying a football shirt back than a house. Mm-hmm. So I get it. I understand it completely. With the old collection things. My brother's got a PS2 collection, not this one. The other one he's upstairs. His PS2 collection is massive. He's got all the top rare games like Michigan, Rule of Rose, whatever, And again, if he said the same thing, if it meant him buying a house, he would sell it and then just rebuy it when he's moved in and stuff.
Yeah.
But
What's the plan like, kind of like future wise? Like small holding, a little bit of like land.
that's my top secret, mate. That's my top secret. That's the thing. You guys are...
That for me, like, and I'd like, I'm a bit far gone for that now. I'm like a bit old to actually get into that side of it now. But that was always like the kind of the dream. Like that, I think is like that's just incredible. Like little small holding, like and some outbuildings, nice house. Like what more can you like ask for?
Yeah, the dream, yeah, that's the thing that we're looking to do.
Yeah, nice.
To look into. To be fair, we would like to have the business in like a farm or small holdings for sure. Because then we can.
I think there's a lot to be said for actually having like running a business. I absolutely get like where you've actually got the 2 locations now, and that kind of makes sense when it comes to family commitment, but also like sourcing strategy as well. Like it makes like perfect sense to me. But that being said, like having everything in one location, the managing side of it, and you walk out your back door straight into like a matter of like a few feet, and you're into work. That it is a lovely feeling, I have to say.
Yeah, 100%. I do like that, but I think I'm a type of person that can easily just waste my time at home and not actually go to work. I like going to a place of work. But with that being said, that was 7 years ago. I've now been doing this for 7 years. Maybe my mind's changed a little bit where I think, well, actually, is there more to life than just, than going to work for 10 hours a day? I've now done it for 7 years. I think I probably got things in place now where I could relax a little. Well, not relax, but I could take a step back and let Connor run this side. I've got somebody running the Mersey side as we speak right now. But the managing the 2 branches has definitely been a headache for the first 3 weeks. But it has only been 3 weeks.
Still early doors.
This side's been doing really, really well, and I hope the Mersey side's been doing the same as, if not a bit better. And I think it has, to be honest. I think we have got things now in place. It's like I was saying to Hanley, the only thing that we can't get in place is the sourcing side of things. But I think the sourcing side of things, it all comes to us now anyway. Like we've just gone through 2 massive boxes of car parts that got delivered to the house to this branch straight away. I've got house clearance people who just text me saying we've got 2-3 van loads full of electronics. You want to come and pick it up? Bosh, see you later. You know what I mean? But let's ask. I've got some questions I need to answer because I was pretty bad at this at the start. I'm no expert, but did Pokemon not die off and only come back during lockdown and Logan Pool hype? Could it die off again? What would bring it back? I may be wrong and I don't know much about cards. I do think lockdown and Logan Paul hype did bring it back into the limelight. But what I would say is it was always valuable. Like, it never was not valuable. Like, the hype is now high because somebody like Logan Paul has done it. But it doesn't mean, like, the base set was not valuable. Like, it was always worth money, but people didn't know it was worth money or didn't care for it to be worth money. Now, every man and their dog, you cannot go to, like, Smith's or Toys R Us or TG Jones or anything like that without people buying Pokemon. I think all that's done is it's made people realize that there is money in Pokemon. There was always money in Pokemon. Like, there was never not money in Pokemon. That's the difference. I think we are in a little bit of a lull right this second. It's a great time to buy. And I do believe, I think, YouTubers who have influence, like the Sidemen, are now all on cards. They all love buying Pokemon cards. But again, it's always valuable. There's always been value in Pokemon. I just think it's been brought to the forefront of people's mind because somebody like Logan Paul's done it. And he's doing another box break this year anyway because it's the 30th anniversary. So it might have died down for the last 5 years because he did the lockdown one because it was the 25th anniversary. But now it's the 30th anniversary. He's doing exactly the same thing as he did 5 years ago. So it might lull for 5 years, but it hasn't lulled for 5 years. But it might. But he'll be back every 5 years because he's not stupid. He's a businessman. Logan Paul's one of the biggest and bestest. People might not like him, but people do love him. I love him. I think he's a great business person. I think if you look at him and what he does and what he's brought to Pokemon and YouTube in general, he's crazy. But he's doing another box break this in February or March because he knows it's 30th anniversary and it's perfect time to do it, which will then just increase prices again. If you want to buy, you buy now and then hold because it is slightly dipped a little bit, but that's like with anything. That's just collecting in general. That's just life. Have you got any Spurs shirts? No, I do not. And will I ever have any Spurs shirts? Probably not. Do you or Simon have insurances in place in case you become ill or injure yourself for a long period of time? And then I've got this question as well. Do you or Simon have insurance in place in case you become ill?
I'm happy to go first on that one.
Go for it.
Simple answer is no, I don't. And I have insurances in place for other things, but when it comes to sickness and injuring myself, no, I don't. It's one of those things that, like, if I'm incapacitated, I have other options. I can get people to do things for me. I've got, like, my son can, like, do some stuff, or I'll probably just put it onto, like, holiday mode until I actually do recover. But fundamentally, no, I don't.
I'm the same. I don't think, touch wood. I'm still young. Where's wood? Here's some wood. Touching wood. I don't. I've got pensions and stuff already in place from my old jobs. I've got private savings and stuff. But I've got Connor who works this side. I've got a guy who works the other side anyway. Like, the business wouldn't be affected because I've built that now. I've got someone who can do this one. I've got someone who can do the other one. But it doesn't mean I'm just going to take sick days for the sake of taking sick days. It just means that if anything, God forbid, did happen, we have processes in place. We've got people in place that can take over. They do it while I'm on holiday for 2 weeks at a time. So they can do it if I'm ill for a year.
Yeah, I agree.
And they would, because the family, which is a lot of people say don't employ your family, but, it's one of the main reasons why I do employ my family, just in case I do come down ill, or if I do want to go on holiday, I've got family who will, they will understand. They're not daft.
And it is important to actually build processes that that you can rely on and you can fall back on. So if the shit hits the fan, it's not going to break the business. You're not going to, like, suddenly go, right, we're closing up, we're shutting up shop. You need to, like, have things in place that if worst case scenario, it will keep rolling.
Yeah, 100%. And that's just building a business, isn't it?
Yeah.
I want to build a business so that I can go on holiday when I want to go on holiday, or I can go and do X, Y, and Z when I want to do X, Y, and Z. Like, that's, I've always wanted to do that. I used to be a farmer, a glorified farmer for 7 years, and it was like the most long hours, long-winded time of my life. And I always looked at that from a business point of view and thought, I want to create a business and work for myself, because I was working till like 1, 2 o'clock at night when it was like harvesting time. And I was just like, what am I doing this? And then fell in love with reselling, and I thought, well, if I'm building a business, I'm going to do it completely different to not the conditions I was working in, because obviously it's farming anyway, but what I put in place is what I want to put in places because of what I used to do. It was crazy.
That's definitely my downsides. Like, if you spoke to my wife, she would actually say that, like, if I could, I'd probably put my bed up here and actually, like, I it's not natural and it's not healthy, and I understand that, and I'm trying to, like, work on that myself, trying to give myself some breaks. And but, like, the amount of people go, like, oh yeah, like, why you just, like, spend all your time there, similar to exactly what you said earlier, like, it just doesn't feel like a job. No. This is, like, my baby. So I'm more than happy if I'm doing, like, 12 to 15 hours a day, which most people go, like, oh, you're earning less than minimum wage. Yeah, you're probably right. But guess what? Like, if I want to, I can go indoors, sit on the sofa, go and watch some Housewives of USA or whatever. But I'm the one. I don't have to ask a boss. I don't have to go like, please, can I take the afternoon off? Granted, I choose normally to actually keep working and keep doing to grow something.
Yeah.
And also, like for me, I feel like I've got a finite time to actually really maximize this business.
Yeah.
I'm maybe like nearly double your age. So for me, I kind of want to be in a financial position that for me, I set myself like a goal of 60 of being in a financial position to like have the choice of retiring and actually having a nice like retirement. 60, I think is still a really good age to be retired. A little bit older than I kind of like originally thought, but that means that I have to put in maximum effort like for the next few years to get me to where I want to be.
Yeah. No, and if you've got that in your head, you'll end up achieving it because I just think you're that type of person. To be honest with you, I think you'll achieve that quite comfortably. And it's like I was saying to Hanley as well. Like I have such admiration for your, especially like recently, you've been absolutely smashing the YouTube and your processes. And I've asked you a few questions recently because like I think it's really impressive of what you've built in the space that you've built. And if people haven't or don't know who Simon is, I'll leave a link in this description after this gets pre-recorded. Go and subscribe to his channel because even like I've learned stuff about like how important processes is. And hang on, I'm just watching Connor taking the scratch and this stuff. He's getting frustrated with this. But yeah, if you haven't, I'll leave Simon's link in the description below. Go and give him a follow. You'll definitely learn things for sure, especially when it comes to processes. I think your processes are like spot on, Simon. I really do. I really, really do.
I think I'm quite kind of like process driven. I think I like to know that if you like go from A to B, it gets you to Z. I like understanding that, and I like refining it until it becomes the very best. But there are absolutely things that I'm still struggling on and I'm still trying to improve, which is like growing. I want to get to a point where I can probably double my business. But I'm only doing 15 a day at the moment, yeah. Which sounds like kind of like only 15, like kind of there's people out there doing 50, 60, 80, 100 a day. I need to be in a point where I can get the stock consistently, that's like it's going to be the good stock, and like the business can like cope with it as well. So it's a slow process, but I think it's the right way to do it. And the bits that I'm still struggling as well with is like looking after myself. Like the amount of like people, like even family members saying like, Simon, like kind of like you do need to like, you're not a young man anymore. You do need to kind of like, I think I'm actively like I'm trying to do a lot when it comes to like my health this year. I had like a real kind of like over Christmas, I like had a real felt really down about kind of my weight and the way that I was like looking, and I've never been as big. So I kind of made a conscious effort that it's not just that. So I need to look after myself. I want to be like more consistent on the social media side of it. So like more consistent like videos, make sure that I improve and get better each time on that side of it. And also like spend more quality time with my lovely wife, who is just incredible and has been so supportive, even when like she gets to watch her Witcher, like she can watch whatever, like kind of like when I do finally go in to like have a sit down, she will basically throw the TV controls at me. Right, it's your turn. Like you watch your stuff, which I normally end up like just going to YouTube, which is really bad.
You end up just like breathing, living YouTube and reselling, don't you? It's funny.
I do, and that is my downside. And like that, there will be absolutely people who go like, "What kind of life is that?" But I absolutely love that. I have had, I reckon, more jobs than you could even imagine. Like,
Have you actually?
like you, honest to God, you wouldn't realise what I've done like in my
I've
career.
only had 3 major jobs. So when I say glorified farmer, we used to breed vegetables. So it was like the science behind growing the perfect vegetable for supermarkets. So like people don't even understand that that's even a thing, but it's a massive thing. So supermarkets will call like farmers up every single day saying like, we want purple carrots this year, we want bigger and longer and thinner orange carrots this year. So for that to happen, it's got to be bred. So that's what I used to do. I used to breed vegetables and used to do trials for them to make sure it's exactly what the supermarket wants.
Wow.
But a breeding program could take 7 to 10 years to breed the perfect thing. So like, before I left, it was purple, and like you go to supermarket now and you'll see purple this, purple that. That's probably come from us. Like, my old job. Because the purple used to be, it was a whole thing like campaign, like purple power, purple this, purple, it's supposed to be healthier for you, blah 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 blah. And that was my first main job. Then I used to work for a company that used to sell on eBay. So that's probably why I'm here now, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
They used to sell replacement laptop screens and get them from China and stuff like that. And then I used to be assistant manager in retail. So that was all my job. And now
Who was that with? Was a retail?
Penguin and Superdry.
Okay. Yeah, nice.
So I used to work for them 2 companies. Used to be assistant manager for Superdry and Farah, actually Farah and Penguin. Farah and Penguin are the same company. People don't realise it's the same brand, but Farah is like the older generation as such, and then Penguin's like the new hip hop. But all good.
So fairly different when it comes to roles and skill sets as well.
Yeah, pretty much, mate. But I think because we used to go to a lot of the designer warehouses when we used to work for Superdry, because obviously they're competition and we want to make sure that, you know, we laid out our store the same sort of blah blah blah. That's where I've got a lot of my clothing brands from, because I used to go to different stores and see how they laid out their store compared to our Superdry store, blah blah blah. So I used to know brands like Aquascutum and Fred Perry and all that stuff, because we used to go around the stores and check. But so I think having that knowledge through retail and being an assistant manager in retail has helped me with doing what I do today, like teaching Connor how to do stuff, because he used to work in retail as well.
Yeah.
And it's very similar. Like online retail is very similar to normal retail. It's just online. So it's very, very similar. But yeah, I wouldn't change what I've done for the world. I think everything that I've learned through all of this, maybe not so much the breeding of vegetables, because I don't need that anymore.
Yeah.
But that's taught me skill sets like learning to drive. Like that company helped me put me through my driving test and my trailer test and my van, whatever. Obviously now you don't need a different license for trailers, but you used to need a trailer test, blah blah blah. I don't even know where I'm going with this. Anyway, anyone got the questions? I'm just yabbing on. You'll never retire. Probably not. I probably wouldn't retire.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't say I feel retired now, but I do feel like I'm not working. So is that retired? I don't know. It's called extended holiday wait time, and my excuse. Lol.
It's about right. Yeah, I my first job when I left school at 15, just coming up to 16. That's the thing. I'll become a trainee baker.
Trainee baker.
Yeah. So then I actually I went to like university to study like like baking, all the kind of technical side of it. Became a master baker. Who are done that for a few years. Then I went into like the supermarkets and actually run the bakery departments in there. So I became like manager in those. And then thought, yeah, I don't really fancy this. I'm going to get a part-time job as a barman. So then I worked in a bar part-time, and then they offered me a job as like full-time bar manager. And then I become area manager. So I ran like 3 pubs, done that for a few years. And they got disillusioned with that. That's when Weatherspoons came in and basically killed the trade for like all the small independent pubs.
Yeah, that's mad.
And then went into went into car sales after that. And probably I reckon I must have like been to like 20 different dealerships. So like different brands, Volkswagen, Porsche, Toyota, Audi, BMW, like literally all of them.
Mad. And now you're here.
And now, well, then retrained again to like be a kitchen designer.
Oh wow.
So then done that, and then I kind of like that's when I kind of like took the transition to like move into this.
Do you enjoy what you do now, though?
Yeah, of course. It's the best.
That's the most important thing. Hey, look, we list car parts, we sell car parts.
Love that. Hey, you're on fire. Like you get some great sales today.
We are in a good step. That's actually Dawlish branch, Connor. Way Dawlish branch sales. A6.
I started off this
That's what goes
morning like, with some strong sales. Like, it's always nice when you wake up first thing in the morning, and you I think I like woke up like and it was over 100 like this morning. It's always you think, oh yeah, here we go. Like we should have a nice day today.
That's nice. That's a nice base figure, isn't it? When you wake up with £100 worth of sales.
£100 like that. And I honestly I don't take it for granted because I honestly remember dreaming of actually having consistent £100 days.
Yeah.
That for me was like
and I agree.
I wonder, like, can you imagine? Like, my life would be so much better if I could do £100 every day, 7 days a week. Oh, my life would be like made up. Now, if you have £100 day, that's the end of the world. What is going on? Like, that's it. Like, eBay's broken. Like, I can't cope here.
Now, when I first started, hearing that ka-ching was like the best sound effect ever. Now I have my phone on mute because I've got Connor talking to me every day. I've got Ed, who runs the one over there at Merseyside at the moment. I've got them two chatting to me all the time, asking me questions, blah, 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 blah. So the thing I want now is my phone on silent, and I'll answer it when I need to answer it. But it's the same as you. Like you would dream when I first started doing this. £100 days is unbelievable, and it's a massive but. £100 sounds really good, right? But when you are running 2 multi-location businesses and you're paying staff £100 a day is not cutting the mustard. It doesn't even turn the lights on anymore. So I need these sales. And when I mention it in my videos, I'm not trying to say it in a big-headed way, but it's not good enough for what I'm doing. Like, I need more than £100. People are like, oh, why are you complaining that you're only doing £100 a day? Because that doesn't even turn the lights on for me. Because
I think it's important. And it's I do think it's important to talk about that stuff.
Yeah.
Because like, it does like, and I get it, and like people like have like I've had like comments that they, oh, it's all right with you, you're doing all this money. What people don't like take into consideration is that all the overhead costs and that side of it, which you don't know. But then you've got things like corporation tax. If you get to a certain level, like you got to pay VAT, which is like, what do we get back for VAT? Absolutely nothing. You just have to pay the government like each quarter. And that's a drag. Then you've got your own personal tax, plus the thing. So, as you say, it's just levels. You need to level up each time. And when you get staff as well, they need to be paid. And guess what? If you have a bad day, they still want paying.
Yep. Yeah, it's we'll just refresh. Might just be dead. Yeah, people don't understand that, and I'm not saying it because I'm trying to be big-headed. I've been doing this for 7 years now, so I should be 7 years ahead of all my people that watch me because they've started with me. So I need to be ahead because I want to be able to teach people what I've learned, so that you can learn from my mistakes, and then you can get further ahead quicker than I did. Take my videos as a pinch of not take it with a pinch of salt, but take my videos and go, right, he's been doing this for 6-7 years. Don't expect to become what I've become in a week.
That's
it's just not going to happen.
exactly how I feel as well. I want people, like, if I'm doing anything, okay, like that, show my processes, show what items I pick up, like what kind of profit margins I make on them. It's all to hopefully give people a little bit of a stepping stone, to actually give them a little bit of a fast track that I might not have actually got in the early days. If I can try and get people to do that, that's why I can like show what I show.
Yeah. No, I get it. Have you packed that?
I don't know. I was going to check there, but
What was it you bought? Sorry, we sold something that we thought we've already packed, but it's not coming off.
have you already put it in your car?
No, it's outside. Do you want to check?
Yeah, I'll take this off.
Yeah. I'll disconnect you. So. Right, let's disconnect Connor. You've still got the magnet, Connor. You still got the magnet. Yeah. Might drop out of your jumper. Oh, we've lost the magnet on the stream. No. Do you use these?
No, I've got the DJI, but I've got one of like these, the clip-on ones.
Oh yeah, the clip-on ones.
Yeah.
I had a clip-on one, and I've got a magnet because I just kept finding that I needed to keep dragging because it.
Yeah, I know. But it is annoying. I normally, if I've got a hoodie, I'll put it on the on the drawstring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was this? What was the speaker? I'll find the magnet in a minute. Yeah, let's have a look. So I think I've worked out that I need about £350 days to pay everything that I need to pay, and then anything over £350 is profit.
Yeah, I'm
maybe a little bit more now that we've got this branch as well. To be fair,
yeah, I think I'm around about that kind of like one as well. But I do, like, in my head, I'm constantly thinking like that. And I don't know about you, but I still, even now, like, get the imposter syndrome.
100%.
I still think that, like, I look at my numbers and I know full well, like, I should be like not grateful, and I am grateful and what I've built. And I'm sure other people will look at it and go like, oh, well, like, kind of like, look at all those big numbers you're doing. I still think I'm like basically playing at this. I think I'm so far away from like really good. I don't think I will ever feel like, right, that's it, I've cracked it. Yeah. I don't think that's in my mentality, but like I still think I've got a lot more to give.
Oh, 100%. I agree. I think even I'm like that. I'm like that as well, mate. Like, and I want to give more. I want to give more opportunities to people. I want to pay people more. Like, I would love. There's nothing more than wanting to pay Connor more for his work. Like, absolutely. I want to do that because that's what I would want when I was working for other people. Like, how many people work for people that you just think, well, actually, I deserve a pay rise and I want a pay rise. It's packed. It's just not being marked as dispatched and parcel to go. I'll have a look at that in a bit. But the only way I'm going to do that is if I continuously grow the business.
Yeah.
And I do think with like YouTube and like speaking to you and Hanley and other people, that I think there's no reason why I can't grow, because and that's the super important bit, like, is to communicate with other people, because you will always learn something from somebody.
Oh yeah.
I used to be in a position where I was really nervous to talk to people, and then I just discovered live streaming, and I thought, why don't I use live streaming as a way of talking to people? And like just talking to like yourself or Hanley, like today, like I've learned so much just from like not necessarily having to watch the videos, but just talking to people.
Who was I talking to? Like, I think I was even like talking to someone on me and Luke. We had Michelle Resellers on the other day, and we were talking about that she's going to be like hosting another eBay event. I think it's the eBay for Business event in London. I am a massive advocate for people getting together in the flesh. for people to actually, it's all good on like on Zoom calls and like on live streams. Yes, it's good, but physically seeing people and like kind of like shaking their hands and like giving someone a cuddle and all that sort of thing, I think is massively important. Maybe I'm like a bit of an old dinosaur, but I'm still of the opinion that the best way to build relationships is still face to face.
Oh, 100%. And I was one of them people that I haven't actually been to many meetups at all, to be honest with you. So this year I want to try and get to some more, so I can shake people's hands and speak to people in person. Because online people get a perception of you as maybe up himself or whatever, blah 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 blah. But realistically, 9 times out of 10, people are just sound.
I agree. Yeah, it's so some people are kind of like a little bit more nervous in real life.
Yeah,
and again, there's nothing wrong with that. That's their personality. Some people have slightly different personalities from like what you see on the TV. But again, we're all different, and like that, the way that you kind of understand people is actually physically see them in the flesh.
No, I agree, and I want to do more of them. Anyone thought of sourcing from Temu to eBay, not drop shipping, get it sent to your home and test various items? Something that I've not personally done because I don't really. I don't want to sell Temu clothing, for example.
I agree.
Clothing, you're not gonna, people buying brands and styles like Temu ain't gonna sell legit brands. And
you say that. I was speaking to someone the other day who was like selling, and they were doing like well on a. They were doing with Shein, live selling with Shein stuff, which I think is like the lowest. It's just terrible, but. Everything
I guess you can make money with anything nowadays, and that's the difference, and that's what live selling's brought, because it's all about impulse buying, isn't it? When you're buying on live, you're not going on a live stream to buy something that you need. No. You're watching a live stream and you're just pressing buy now or bid, because why not?
I won that. Brilliant.
Great. Why did I need to buy that?
Yeah.
But. Are you doing a live stream this week?
Yeah, Sunday. I go live at 7 o'clock. I done it because I was hoping that I wouldn't actually interfere with Nick and Andrea's. Like they do a pod on a like Sunday night, but invariably it normally goes on for about an hour and a half. My live stream. So
if I'm back, because I'm driving back on Sunday, if I'm back, I'm going to tune in and see what it's all about, see what it's like.
Yeah,
it's something I've never said that I would ever do it, but watching your video the other day and thinking, do I just want, because at the end of the day, it's a numbers game, isn't it, with live selling? It's just like, you will sell 50 items out of 50, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yes, you're going to take a lower hit on sales, but like in the long run, is that worth it? Probably.
So I put a video out last night, actually, just just a general about the how the high street is dying and some bits of thing. But I've had quite a few comments about exactly my eBay Live and what my kind of margins are and selling it, and a lot of people, I won't say hate, but there was quite a few comments about I wouldn't waste my time doing that, and you're only getting a couple of pounds for those items. I kind of wanted to reiterate that I'm testing out a completely different model. So yes, I've still got my core eBay business. That hasn't changed. I'm still doing exactly the same as what I've done. I've just added another string to my bow, which is eBay Live. Now, the bit that I was testing out was, can I turn over stock super quickly? In other words, could I buy a massive bale and actually process it and get it out within something like 48 hours, from buying it to it being shipped to the customer, and see what kind of the margins. So I think it works out that I've near enough tripled my money. And you might go well, you made £150 in an hour plus the prep time and all that side of it, which is okay, it's not all that to spend that amount of time and doing that. But the other bit that I kind of I wanted to test was, doing that with eBay Live, will it have an effect on my normal store?
Yeah,
Will it drag? Will I get a halo effect of actually eBay's algorithm going like, oh, Simon's like kind of like doing some eBay Lives. Oh, let's push him some more like customers to his store, and maybe those customers will then start looking at my higher value stuff. And so far, again, it's really hard to like to actually like have proper data on like whether it is or it isn't.
Yeah.
But the fact of the matter is that my previous, when I was doing my normal Sundays without a live, I probably would do maybe 300 to 350.
Yeah.
Now with a live, I'm probably like getting closer to 800 for the day.
Oh, nice.
And that being said, that I'm probably doing like a couple of £100 on my live. So it's given like the normal store a bit more of a boost. So again, it's hard. I don't know exactly, but it is important for me to like do these tests. And it might be a case that it's just too much work for like what I actually get out of it. And if that's the case, I'll just bin it off.
Yeah, like you said, you got to try these things. If that's the route you want to go down, people can't penalise you for trying. It's stupid. People will though, because
yeah, of course they will. You know it.
This is how people are. But people just don't see the bigger picture. It's like I watch Master of Pieces a lot because he's a legend, and I just find it really, really interesting. But people are like, oh, but you're only making like X amount an hour. You could get a job in Audi and get the same. But that's not the point.
It's not the point.
And people just do not, no matter how much you say and tell people, that is not the point. He's not doing eBay for that point. He's got a really good full-time job. He's doing it for a hobby.
And he enjoys his full-time job.
He loves it. Yeah. He loves both of it. He loves it.
Absolutely.
And it's just like leave him, like not leave him alone because that's like petty, but like leave him alone. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
People aren't doing that for this. Like, I don't care how much money I personally make. That I care what the business is making, because obviously if I'm not making enough money, then I'm not paying my units, I'm not paying my staff. I don't care how much I'm physically getting paid. Like, well, I am a little bit, but I don't care if it's minimum wage or 50 grand a year. Like, it doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
What bothers me is, am I still enjoying it? Yes. Because I don't want to feel like I'm working a day in my life.
No.
And that's why I do what I do anyway. I'm doing this because I want to work for myself and I want to enjoy my job. And at this moment in time, the dogs are barking.
My dog is going to kind of go a bit mad. I'll see if I can see her.
Oh, yeah.
Where is she?
Can you hear the dog bark?
Oh.
Is that your helper?
There she goes.
It's a shame the dog doesn't help you pack. Lola, are you going to do some packing?
Yeah, you can do some packing, some listing for me. Oh my heck, no.
We sold this car part, which has to go today because it sold for $12. This is a Citroen C3 tow cap.
So tow cap, isn't it?
Yeah, and this is what me and Hanley were saying about the 80-20 that we both work with. We work with the 80% bread and butter, 20% profit, like the higher profit stuff.
I'm pretty much exactly the same. Yeah. I'm happy. Like, again, like with my eBay Lives, selling stuff like £3, £4, £5. Guess what? I'm all right with that, because I also know, for example, like what did I sell? Like, I sold a jacket like yesterday for 120. Like, yes, I'm going to sell the ones that are like the £2, £3. I'm going to sell ones for like £100+ pound.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. The 80-20 split.
I found in a bale the other day an absolutely ridiculous jacket. It's going to be it is the most valuable jacket I've ever found.
In one of the bales that you bought recently.
Yeah.
You've done on the one that you did a video on. No.
It was one that I didn't do a video on.
Yeah.
But I might actually do a thing. I'll see if you recognise the brand.
We've just sold something on Vinted for £24.
Get it on the bid. Oh.
Let me get you a solo layout here, Simon, so we can all see the
Oh
jacket.
no, I'm not sure about that. Right, it's kind of like a moleskin jacket.
Yeah.
Got a bit of a tartany like interior lining, but the brand it's called Loro Piano.
I can't say I've ever heard of it, mate, to be honest with you.
Okay.
But
So there is a sold of this exact jacket. Granted, it was new with tags.
yeah.
Any ideas how much this went for?
What, new with tags?
New with tags. And it's sold on eBay.
200.
Try a little bit more.
400.
Yeah, you're not going to get it.
1,000.
You're still not going to get it.
More.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Hang on, people are guessing. More than 1,000, guys.
Yeah.
699. 10. I reckon brand new tags. I'm going. I think so. Just double check. 1,200.
Right. I'm going to let you. Oh, I can't do it on here. I have to do it on the phone to like do a message. So I wonder if I can. Can I share screen?
If you share screen, I might be able to present it here.
Okay.
3,000, 2,400. Oh yeah, I can.
Right.
Let me know when it's ready. So we ready?
Should be ready.
Here we go. This is the big drum reveal, guys. 7.2. What the hell?
That's, as I say, it's the most expensive item I have ever found in like 4 years of sourcing. So even this one's newer tags, obviously, but so my one's not. Mine's in very good condition. It's not going to need to. I'm going to get this dry cleaned, obviously, and I think comfortably I'm going to list it for probably 2.5.
Damn, Connor, damn. What are we doing with £15 toe caps? We should be selling these.
And yeah, cost of goods was £1.20.
That pays your wage.
Yes.
Yeah, 20 grand, like, oh, ridiculous. Even who is paying that kind of money? It is just bonkers.
Rosie, I think he said it was £1.20 cost of goods.
Yeah.
That's mad.
That might be a like a thumbnail of for a new video.
You'll get people going, that was planted in there. You're
yeah, of course.
Sponsored by them.
Yeah, yeah. The amount of hate I've actually had of like because I didn't actually like reveal who the source that I got it from.
That's mad. That's funny.
Yeah, like, big... everyone where I buy my stock from. Yeah, why not?
So sometimes you've got to keep where you get your stock from quiet, mate.
Yeah, absolutely. There's things I do share and there's things I don't.
Yeah, same. You have to. You've got to protect yourself and protect your business.
I'm here to to run my business, and I will give like tips and hints to anyone, but I'm not going to actually go like, try this.
I say it all the time, but getting contacts, and people ask me, what do you mean getting contacts? You have to get yourself out there and talk to people. Like, I can't tell you where to go, but I can tell you how. I'm not going to tell you where to go to get contacts, but I'm going to tell you how I've got them contacts. And it's just always the same answers. Always go to car boot sales, speak to house clearance companies. Because house clearance companies are one of the best companies that I've ever worked with. Like, my main contact is a house clearance contact. Go and speak to them, explain what you do, and tell them, instead of getting up early on a Sunday morning, why don't I come to you Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday at reasonable time? You don't have to get up early. I can come to you. I do this. This is how much I'm willing to pay for this, this, and this. And 9 times out of 10, they're wanting to do that because they don't want to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning to go to sell at a car boot. Sometimes 3 o'clock in the morning, sometimes 2 o'clock in the morning. The car boot sale that I go to, people are queuing up from 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
To sell. So why would they want to do that when they know that you will come to them and buy a majority of their stock? So always go to car boot sales, get the contacts, and then work from there. That's, I think, BGA Prod asked me that question a while back, and I've just come around to answer that. So I do apologize, but get yourself out to car boots, speak to people, and even with clothing, like house clearance companies do deal with clothing, like. Because if they're doing a house clearance, 9 times out of 10 they just up and leave, don't they? They might take a few of their clothes, but not going to take all of them.
I'm still a big like charity shop guy.
Yeah,
I've got some really good relationships now with like multiple charity shops who put stuff away. I've even got like contacts where I go to distribution centers like for these charities. And I can go and like pick up like huge amounts of stock. Yeah. But that has only come over like time of actually going into like these places, talking to the manager, like getting friendly with them, turning up every week. It is just like that the building of the relationship does take time, and like they have to trust you. You have to be the person who can facilitate like getting rid of stock. And if you can do that, like I think that's a really like nice way of doing business.
Oh, 100%. It's funny because a local charity shop messaged me on Instagram 2 days ago about going in the back room and having a little sift through all the electronics and stuff like that. So when I get back, we're gonna go there for sure.
Some of those places like are absolute like gold mines. Like that, they really are like kind of like that. So, and usually, if you get an in to the back room, for some reason, the back room is 9 times out of 10, like 50 times cheaper than it is out the front. Yeah. They normally go, "Oh, just like give us, like, I don't know, £2 a piece for this,
couple of quid."
Yeah, it's bizarre how it works, but if you build those relationships and you get to go out the back, yeah, that's the way to go.
Make the money. You can make some money. I'll tell you what, you can tell it's payday. Stuff's flying. Do you do vintage, Simon, or not?
No, not at the moment. I think I'm gonna like that'll be the next. So like for me, like kind of working out what I was hoping to do this year. Like eBay is definitely like the big crux of like what I'm pushing for. My YouTube and maybe a little bit of mentoring, that's going to be like a little part of it, but vintage definitely like kind of I think so. Probably from March onwards, that's when I'm going to make a big play on vintage. And I think I give myself a target of about 30 on vintage. I think for the year, from March to the rest of the year.
30K.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I think vintage is really underrated still, for clothing as well.
No, I absolutely know it is. I know some people who are doing some monstrous numbers on vintage.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? People think it's only like the rubbish that you sell now, but you can sell some really good stuff.
Yeah, I know people who are like making like some big bucks on there, more than like on like eBay now. Yeah, I definitely think that is the next big play. But yeah, at the moment I can't, but it will be something that is definitely something I'm going to be like looking into.
100%. I might call it a day and get some lunch.
Yeah, I need to like kind of like crack on as well.
Customer service is shit. It is shit on vintage. The customer service side of things, to be honest with you, that is the only real downfall that I found with vintage. Is the customer service is appalling, and obviously you're gonna get lowball offers, but you get lowball offers on eBay anyway. Just decline it or ignore it.
I was on a call last night in my group, and there was quite a long discussion about there's some quite serious issues with vintage at the moment when it comes to things like cross listing. Lots of people being like given 3-day bans at the moment.
Really? Wow.
Like lots of people. So if you've got like any form of like cross listing, like if you double up a a listing, it will potentially like kind of like give you a thread. That it like I know multiple people have got 3-day bans. So just anyone out there who is doing it, I'd just be careful at the moment.
Yeah. We do cross list, and we've not had any problems yet. But it's never say never. We might.
I would say like just have a quick look on. There's quite a few people talking about it on Instagram. Have a look at some people's like and there because like there's quite a few. Blooming dog.
Oh, she's not happy.
She's not. I think the cat.
She wants our lunch as well.
Yeah. Right, mate. Thanks again. I really appreciate letting me jump on. It's been
Thank you very much for joining, Simon. I will have to come on yours and Luke's pod soon or whatever.
Mate, 100%. We'll get that organised.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next Friday at 10 o'clock. Thank you, Simon, for joining. I hope you have a fantastic weekend.
Thank you, bud.
And I'll catch you in a bit, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you very, very soon. Before we make too much noise. Goodbye.